Alright, buttons have been pressed. Now we wait for the tubes. There we go. I think we're alive. And there's some sneeze in the background. Hello, everyone. Gesundheit. Hello, and welcome, one and all, to Albion Online. Yes. Now, you might be asking yourselves, wait a second, didn't you just talk about this game at a Saturday show? Yes. Yes, we did. But there was a bit of an issue. Well, a couple of issues. This game has issues. Hey, Jill. Hey, Romlock. And yeah. The biggest of those issues were the fact that both Van and Jordan couldn't start the Steam version at all. Jordan went so far as to get the game from outside Steam and play it like that, and he succeeded. Apparently the flat pack version works fine, so there's that. Me, on the other hand, I didn't have any such issues, and as such, I got to enjoy the game. And let's enjoy some more of it, because, well, Albion Online, like I mentioned in the review, it's an MMO from the RuneScape school of MMOs. Now, it's not the only one on Linux, even though it's a genre in which we're very deprived. It's, there's another one. Shroud of the Avatar, basically Ultima Online in Unity. And I sunk 90 hours into that game, so there's probably something to it, but it was missing a lot of things, and it was very, very broken. Not broken to the point where I couldn't start it, but broken nonetheless. There were plenty of bugs to be had, and they pushed the game out without fixing most of them. When it comes to Albion Online, well, I remember playing the beta 2017, early 2017s, and it worked fine then, and it still works for me. So, well, this is my character. It's a warrior. Now, this game has a bit of a skill tree, which I can never find if I look for it. No, let's see. There we go. If I try to equip this, it's going to ask me to open the skill tree. There we go. Okay, so the skill tree is, of course, massive. Because it's an MMO. You're going to be playing this for a long, long time, or so the devs expect. So, yeah. I have picked the Path of the Warrior with the heavy armor. And, what's this? Yeah. I'm a journeyman warrior. I already have 4 levels in sword fighting, which is a start. It lets me use all these, and of course I have 1 level as the broadsword specialist, but I'm actually now donning a claymore. Great sword, because I like great swords in video games. That's just personal preference. So yeah, I'm going to be using that and failing miserably, so come join me, because I haven't actually, that's the last thing I did yesterday before I turned the game off. I just bought the claymore and said, oh, this looks neat, and that was that. Now, this is the starting town. It's immediately after the tutorial. You're just dropped here and now figure your way around. They give you a couple of quests, but after a while those quests stop. I don't know if maybe I missed an NPC that had a quest, but whatever the case, the game path here is clear. Develop your crafting skills to be able to craft better weapons, better armor, get yourself an ox to carry most of your stuff around. I have just a horse. It's just a very simple horse. There you go. And, well, to start us off, let's do one of the things that I actually enjoyed doing, which is the expedition. This one is very simple. You can do it even with really basic equipment. You can do it right from the get-go. Okay. Some rats. Now, this, much like in other MMOs, this particular area is instanced. Only if you have a party will you be able to see other players, even though there's bound to be someone else doing it. Okay. So charge stuns. That's good. Takes a while for the cooldown to go away. Deals a lot of damage to Claymore. I'll give it that. Well, I tried to charge the other one, but it didn't work. It didn't work. Interrupt that. Alright. Kill the rat. We've taken some damage. It's to be expected. Now, one thing I always like to do in, well, it's not that I like to do it, it's like an irrational fear that I'm missing something. I can never seem to leave a place. I've already done everything that I could in the starter town. I've gotten my skills up to as high as those buildings there will let me. But I still can't seem to bring myself to move on to the next town that has more level appropriate challenges and whatnot. Dodge. Okay, didn't dodge very well, that one. But yeah, it's like a fear that I'm going to miss something, or I honestly don't know what it is. But with that being the case, I'm almost about to die. Okay. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's see. I'm just gonna wait by the checkpoint for my health to recover. Yes, regenerating health outside of combat. Yeah, I'm always afraid I'm going to miss something, or that I didn't explore everything. There's something still here left for me to find, even though I've ran most of the, through most of the... Ooh. Wow, okay. No, not here. Where are we? Sanctuary Hill. We are nowhere near the place. The camera started... Yeah, the map is huge, if you didn't pick up on it. Where? I have no idea. Olive Tor, see if I recognize... Ah, there we go. This is where we are. That's where the little portal for the expedition was. Here. And I've been through all these areas. That's the tutorial area right there. Been there, been there, been there. Haven't been here. But I have made it to Martlock, which is the next town over, which serves as sort of the base if you would like to explore Aether or Curlew Fen. This one, I've been there. There's a couple of really strong undead there. I managed to beat one of them. That's how I got enough money to buy the Claymore, which isn't working out so well for me right now, but, well, you know. I'll get my hang around it sooner or later. Okay, in one-on-one, this Claymore kicks a lot of ass. Let's see, can we change... Let's see, it just has the charge on this level. Well, that sucks. Reduce incoming damage for 5 seconds. I don't want that. Meh. I was hoping it had one of the abilities that the broadsword that I used to use had, but no. Speaking of which, this is the cleave, but this does more damage to a single enemy. Each charge increases move speed for 10% for 6 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Increase move speed. Okay, same bonus charge damage, movement speed bonus. But this one deals more damage to a single enemy, this one deals damage to all enemies in front of you. But getting rid of one enemy first is probably more important. He says, completely not confident in what he just said. And we're getting out of there. And the combat is, of course, your standard MMO fare. You click on an enemy, you trade blows, whoever is dealing the most damage and doesn't heal, or is able to heal, will win. Come on. Okay. Sup, Pennywise? So, MMOs on Linux. They're few and far between. I mentioned Shroud of the Avatar earlier, and for the longest time, outside of Champions of Regnum, something like that, it was the only one. It was like the only modern-ish MMO. And I'm going to run away because I don't want to break the chest, which may contain loot. Alright. Okay. Nope, just gold. 500 gold. Okay, that's sizable. And we kill the mage first, because this is a healer type mage. So I want to get rid of him. Ooh, 300 damage. And yeah, if there's a genre that's underserved on Linux, besides, you know, fighting games, MMOs are certainly one of them. And I see, or I get what people mean when they say that MMOs are a bit played out, that people don't really care about them anymore. Yes, we all grow up, we all get jobs, we all have a bit less time to, you know, play video games, and MMOs require that time commitment. They require you to be invested in the game and to play it until you can't anymore for one reason or another. Either because you got tired of it, or you saw all the content there was and you just had enough. But whatever the reason, and even though the MMOs, from all the MMOs I've played, and I played the original Guild Wars, and a little bit of World of Warcraft, let's see, what else? Ooh, Dungeons and Dragons Online. I also played Neverwinter, which, in my opinion, to this day, is the best MMO. I also played The Elder Scrolls Online. So I've played a few, and I always found something to like in each and every single one of them. And I've also tried, of course, Runestone and Shadow of the Avatar. But this one seems to do it slightly better. Yes, the combat is still MMO, in a nutshell. There's really nothing we can do about that, outside of, I don't know, creating a whole new genre. And that's part of the reason why I think that Neverwinter Online is the best MMO, because the combat felt so involved. You actually had to do the standard type of RPG attacks in order to be effective. There was, of course, still the macro mashing and just hitting the skills whenever the countdown would let you, or you had enough mana for it, whatever the case. But the combat felt much more involved than just walk up to an enemy, click on it, and wait till they die. That was always the low point of MMOs for me. And one other thing I tended not to like in MMOs were crafting systems. This could be a result of me getting old, which is possible. But I don't hate the crafting in this one. Maybe because it's not as grindy as it is in other MMOs, that you have to do the same thing over and over and over again just to gain a level. Here, that crafting is minimized because I guess the developers were aware that people didn't like that particular kind of grind, very unrewarding of doing the same thing over and over and not getting anything tangible out of it. So they gave you options to do other stuff. Yes, if you want to get better at crafting, you're still going to have to do some crafting. That's inevitable. But then you can turn the items that you get and study them. Instead of salvaging them to get some of the components back, you can study them and you get fame as though you had crafted like 2 or 3 of those items. So that's a significant chunk of the grind gone. Just from that one thing. That's great. And there is no XP. You don't really get XP from killing enemies. You get fame. And that fame is usually applied as a whole to your character, which sort of counts like XP, but it's also directly applied to whichever skill you were using when you gain that fame. Be it crafting, swords, spells, archery skills, whatever. But it doesn't... I've been able to make such good progress. There was a bit of lag there. I've been able to make such good progress in the game that it feels less grindy than other certain MMOs, RuneScape. Maybe it's just a feeling. Maybe it's maybe I'm completely off mark. I've only played this game for like 8 hours, so I may have not yet hit that wall. But the fact that I haven't hit that wall this early on, it bodes well, because, well, I hit that wall very early on when it came to RuneScape. And for all the deserved shit that Shroud of the Avatar gets, it did one thing right. Yes, crafting was the core of the gameplay, much like it is here. But you were also given the option of just not doing it and instead getting some money and buying the crafted items because they incentivized player economy, which is good. Player economy can dictate the long life or the early death of an MMO. Just take a look at World of Warcraft, the single most successful MMO ever, and that to this day is still, even though it has a fraction of the people it had when it was really popular, it's still one of the biggest, if not the biggest. So there's definitely something to be learned from World of Warcraft. It's just that most people who develop MMOs seem to fail to grasp what that is. Okay. Took some damage there, but we can regain that. Help it a little bit. What that is, that's a very good question. That's the $1 million question. It's, what are you, if you are trying to develop an MMO, maybe you have one in the works, you've been working on it for a while, and you're about to release it in 2018, what do? What sets you apart from the MMOs that came before? What is it that, ow, okay. How are you going to sell your game to the people who have already spent thousands of dollars in World of Warcraft in the monthly subscriptions? Maybe that player that's been playing since day one and is still there, still hacking away. What's your elevator pitch for that particular game? I would like to see someone answer that question, and not just that, I would like to see that question answered on Linux. Which, I know, pipe dream. And I am so going to die against Mr. Bossman here. Especially with the two little henchmen, what he got. Now there's 3, 4. Oh, that's a lot of henchmen. Okay, let's take care of the henchmen. Try at least. Get some HP back just a little bit. Okay. Run away. Now I need to run away because that deals serious damage. Come on, don't die on me just yet. There we go. Killed the boss man. Alright. Okay. So definitely take a considerable amount more damage from the... got some learning points and level masteries for armors, so that's pretty good. That means less damage we take. Hey. Yeah, I would very much like to see more MMOs on Linux. I even wouldn't mind. Okay, Strider, well played. Well played. I really wouldn't mind even seeing ports of, you know, old quote-unquote MMOs. I would be very happy to see Neverwinter Online come to Linux natively. It's a genre I like, and it's very underserved. So yeah, I would be very happy to see that. But now that we're out of the expedition area, we'll talk to this guy. And what? At this repair station, okay. So I guess you can't you can't repair the claymore because it's a tier 4 weapon, which means I need to move on. There it is. The cue that tells me, yeah, you've been here long enough. Git. Oh, speaking of Git, have you heard? Microsoft bought GitHub. Because that hasn't been everywhere lately. And don't you worry. We'll be talking about that tomorrow when it comes to time for Linux Weekly Daily Wednesdays. If you have, if you're one of our lovely Patreons, you probably already had a look at the show notes for tomorrow's show, and yeah, there's a big wall of text below the Microsoft buys GitHub story. Okay, man, I like this 4K screen because I'm playing this in a teeny tiny 1080p window. And down at the bottom, on the lower right of the screen, I saw a little notification just now from the Hangouts. It's like, oh, man, am I glad this is a gigantic ass resolution monitor. I'm still not used to it, so it's still pretty freaking big. But, yeah, Ike, if for some reason you're watching this, good. The 390 NVIDIA drivers are a bit broken. Please update. Thank you. 396 is, the best we got. Hello. Well, a player died. And, there's some trash there. And I can't loot his silver. So, a player died. Interesting. You only see player corpses left behind if it was a PvP match. That's the other thing about this game. Really into PvP. Well, I stole the dead guy's money, and now I'm on my way. Hopefully, I won't end up like him. Hopefully. Okay. Top of the date here. Doesn't tell us anything else. Okay, so Martlock is on the top road. Let's follow the top road then. Huh? Right, it was further on, not back. There we go. There's the crossroads, and that's the way to big fancy city, what we can continue our journey in, supposedly. Or at least repair our sword. Not that it needs it, even though the items have durability, they can take a beating, unlike Dark Souls 2. Which I also very much enjoyed that game. Completely different genre, completely different stream. But yeah, item degradation in that game is horrible. What was the first game? Diablo, I guess? That was the first game I played that had item degradation. I wasn't a big fan of it. I guess if it's done right, which sounds like a bit of a cop-out always, when you say it, yeah, if it's done right, then it's probably good. Yeah, it's not saying much. And you can mine the golems for sandstone. Because, of course you can. Everything's a crafting material. There's some tin over there. Which I will probably need to mine, but not right now. Right now, I just want to go into the city. Should be right here. And fix my sword. And figure out what the heck to do next. Now, you may have seen the occasional player going by us or standing around. Whatever the case. And that's because, well, there aren't a whole lot of players left in the noob areas. Because the people who still, the people who actively played this game are the target audience. They're the ones for whom this game was specifically designed. And there's quite a few of them. Even though this is the first town proper that you get into after the noob areas, well, there we go. We have some PvP match happening right now, right there. And there's a bunch of people. Oh look, there's another PvP match happening somewhere. And like in most MMOs, you always see players huddled around points of interest, be it a quest-giving NPC, a store, or the bank. Well, if anyone had any doubts that this was an MMO, where are them doubts now? Now, I do need to figure out, because I don't know this city. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, for sale, we can buy that plot of land there. Journeyman's Mill. Where's the repair station? That's a tool maker. That's for sale. Where even are we? Okay, we're here. Right, okay, cool. Elder's repair station. So we're pretty close. It's right next to the thing. There we go. There it is. Could have just looked around for a little bit. Would have found it, but no. Okay. We got some stuff. Ritual candles and rough stones. Wait, get back on the horse. Oh, that person learned how to switch alignments, clearly. And now what? I honestly don't know. There's an expedition master over there. We can see what we need for that expedition, if we need anything, and what level it is, and if we will get our ass kicked if we try. Let's go have a look. So what tier? Let's see. We have a tier 3 for one player, a tier 4 for one player. Huh. We can do party expeditions for 5 players at tier 4. I'm still very much tier 3 though. And we don't have a map for the hardcore expedition, so we're not doing that. I wonder if the tier 3 here is the same as the tier 3 back in the town. Huh. Kinda tempted. Kinda tempted. Let's see, before we do that, what else do we have in town? Vanity Merchant? Merchant? Well, it marches very much. Tier 4, okay. We have tier 6. It says 4. Yeah, alright. Tier 3, Journeyman's Mill. That's for crafting the foodstuffs. Because yes, there's cooking. Of course there is. Alchemist's Lab. I should make some potions at some point. We gotta learn how to do that still. A butcher. A smelter. Okay. Alright. This is a much bigger city than the previous one. Okay. Let's have a look at this tier 3 expedition. Oh, okay. So I only get 1,000 because I did the previous one. Destiny board unlocked. Journeyman Reaver. Okay, I already have that. Adapted Royal Sigil and some 2,000 gold if we wait for the daily bonus. So we get 4,000. So they give you this option of doing the expeditions, but they really don't want you to just grind them. They want you to, no. The core experience here is crafting. Go craft. Yeah. Let's see. How about next to town? Where can we go? Interesting spots. What is this? Alden Hillberg. No upcoming battles. Okay. Oh, that's a tier 5 place. I can sort of do the tier 4 ones. Let's see. I was here and there were some nice champion enemies that gave me a lot of silver. But, So, I went from finding my motivation to finally move on. Yeah, okay, I'll join your party. Oh, it's just the one dude. There we go. He left. Okay. I guess he realized I was really low level. Okay. Let's get out of here before we get invited to another party that no one actually wants us to join. Alright. Well, what's happening here? Use a siege camp to launch attacks on neighboring territories. Okay. Upcoming battles. Ooh, it's a guild battle. Honor and Glory and Select. They're going to be duking it out. Nice. I have been invited to all the random guilds because there are some guilds that just want quantity over quality, so they troll the noob areas and just invite everyone. Well, I shouldn't diss that. That's kind of how I met Nori. So can't be too harsh on those people trolling the lower level areas. Let's see. For some reason, the chat window thingy clipped Strider's thing at the comma. I guess it doesn't like the code formatting. Okay, well this area doesn't seem to have much. Yeah, no distinguishing features? That's not the word I was looking for. There you go, there's something to kill. It's a ghoul. That gets interrupted. Alright. These take a while to go down. Undead. Okay, Mr. Undead. I only wanted the one. Fine. Okay, plate boots fighter. Got myself a level in that. It's good. More defense. And a bit more damage. Wow, okay, this place deals a lot of damage. And more a plate armor fighter. Good. How about you? Wanna come dance? Let's dance. Alright. Okay. Move. Yeah, I didn't want to call the other one. Alright. It's... I don't know. There's still something to this game that I'm not entirely sure about. But I like playing it. And it's one of those games... Saying, it's one of those games you can play it one-handed. It's not exactly a good thing. Or PG in any way. But... It is... completely mouse driven. Sure, you can hit the keys to hit the macros, but I just find myself, it's like, there's no hurry. Combat isn't going anywhere. I can just reach down and click on the buttons. Okay. Oh, that was just the thing. Okay. There's something here. I'm not entirely sure what. I guess I'll have to do a bit more grinding and a bit more... You sense an evil presence in this region. Okay. Oh look, there's a portal there. Let's go to the portal. Maybe that's like an area boss that only occasionally spawns. If it is, that's nice. I didn't actually know this game had those. Okay, let's go to the road. It's near the road, so let's go to the road. This isn't the road. There's the road. Alright. Where is the evil presence? I see the portal. Maybe it's up here? And it's gone. Well, it's gone because we're near it. Can't do this while mounted. Lesser Hellgate is protected. Is it because another player just went in? Aw. That was news for me. was kind of excited for a moment there. Okay. Can't go into the Hellgate. Disappointing. Let's see, there's the road again. I've seen one of those portals before on one of the other areas. Never actually made it there on time. I get to see it disappear. Oh, there's one here. There's a portal here on the top right of the map there. You can barely make it out. Should actually be attacking instead of just pointing at the map. Okay. There's some snakes, which you can kill to get their hides, as usual. Everything is, oh yeah, there's fishing. Usually the only thing I do with the fishing is I run around the edges of the map looking for treasure that I might fish out of the water. I am right up against the edge of the map. Oh, there's a... okay. Wait, what is up with this lizard? Why is it glowing? I want to know why it's glowing. Even if it kills me. Which I hope it won't. Got some fame out of it. Oh, I need an adept skinning knife to skin it. It's a level, it's a tier 4. Craftable thing that it drops. Okay. So I most certainly have to upgrade my tools. But in the meantime, I am curious about the Hellgates. Now that I've seen one up close, I want to see what this one has. Alright. No, leave me alone. Shh, shh. Thank you. Where are you, portal? There you are. Oh, it's a vile warden. Wow, okay, I'm dealing very little damage at all, and it's dealing damage to me just from me attacking it. Huh. I think these are supposed to be enemies what you fight with a party. Well, so far so good. Run away, and there's the portal. Come on. And we're through the portal. Yeah. We're in hell! There's some of them what we just killed. It's a very teeny tiny piece of hell. But, okay. Oh, okay, these have a lot less HP. They still explode when they die. I dodged that right in the nick of time. Didn't dodge the final explosion. I need to remember, they explode when they die. Hello, those look big. How much HP do you guys have? 812. That's significant. Damage increased, defense increased. Cannot leave a Hellgate after entering. Okay. Okay. That's one of the small ones. I think that's a hostile player. Yes, it is. Okay, hostile player. Can I not fight you, please? Yeah, no, I'm going to die from another player. Massive dick! And we're dead. Looks like this is a full-on PvP area. Yeah, yeah. Yes, I have been knocked out. Come on. Got my ass kicked. Again. It already happened once. I got into a duel just the one time. And now this one went into a PvP area and got my ass promptly headed to me. Good times. Oh well. Let's see. I think there was a special enemy around here somewhere. Let's kill that one in the meantime. Since we could probably handle the hell level if it weren't for that player, although I'm just saying that now. It probably would have gotten my ass kicked regardless. Alright. Let's see, I think it was around here. It's like an undead mage type of situation. Okay. Well, I don't see the undead mage, but the other undead see me. All of them. Go ahead and kill that ghoul, please. I have some other fish to fry. Okay, we're going to die here too. Yep. I cannot take more than like 2 at a time. Yeah. There's another good reason why I shouldn't have left the tier 3 areas. I'm clearly not good enough for tier 4 just yet. Okay. We're up again. We have most of our things. Let's get this guy, as he seems to be dealing the most damage. Yeah, he does. Well, I'm sorry, Jordan. To be fair, they're undead. Now let's bash open this chest, which seems to take quite the beating. Yeah, man. This one deals more damage. Yeah, still not enough. Gotta take at least 5 dudes. Yeah. You could take the 5 dudes if you have an entire party of people. Or if you come back to the room with the 5 dudes at a later point in the game. Come on. Okay. Well, I am tier 4 now. I don't know what that means. Honestly, I have no idea what the tiers in this game mean. Well, the hell portal is back. I wonder if I can... maybe. Let's go have a look. See if I can get through it without getting my ass handed to me. Yeah, much faster with a horse. There's the imp. go. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Tears for fears. Alright, you two. Come and dance with Daddy. The abilities are on cooldown when you enter an area. That seems completely redundant. And pointless. Okay. Okay, you two. Okay, so 800 HP isn't that much. Apparently. Not when you have a big ass sword. Alright. Let's see, there's some stairs up here. Okay. Do I have to kill you? Guess so. I need to watch out for my health. Yeah, because of stuff like that. Move. Okay, this is an easy enough pattern to remember. Move. Okay. That's one. Well, I'm standing in lava and not taking damage, so I'll call that a win. Alright, so I guess we need to go to all three corners and defeat those demon type fellas. Maybe there'll be an actual bossy type enemy at the end. Could be. Very likely. Run. Okay. Alright. Okay. Well, one thing's for sure, we're getting a lot of silver out of this. So it's not a complete waste of time. There's another Hellgate, but we don't want to go there just yet. Is that a scroll down the middle of the map? Yes, it is. Ow. I just noticed that. Let's go have a look. Oh, it's a chest. Okay. Do the rewards get better if I defeat more of those demons, or does it make no difference at all? That's all you're here to do. It's just to kill one of them and then get. I don't know. Okay. Move. Well, I am kind of curious. What do you have, Mr. Chest? It's a vile demonic chest. It's a mimic. That doesn't seem to be attacking us, so... Tonight we dine in hell? Was that all we needed to do? Really? Oh well. Getting some achievements. That's something. And leveled up in Sword Fighter once more. Get out the way. Move! Well, we seem to be leveling up a lot. So I will certainly enjoy hell for as long as I can. Let's go around this side. Oh, look at the lag. Oh, there's the achievement, defeat a Hellgate boss. And I leveled up in my Claymore. It's... Okay, I see all these level ups, but one thing I'm not seeing is my HP increasing, or my mana for that matter. So... tangible rewards, people. They're not just a fancy word. No, that's it. That's apparently all you need to do. You kill the demon, then you go to the center of the map and you bash the chest open. Alright. What are these things? Master's Rune, a pulsing rune. Use an artifact melding. Okay. Use an artifact melding. So we can use those to create artifact weapons, I'm guessing. There was another game that had artifact weapons. Probably World of Warcraft. I think... Yeah, it probably was World of Warcraft. Yeah, artifact weapons. Okay. You know, this being an MMO, I probably need like... hundreds of those things to be able to craft one of the artifact weapons. If that's what they're there for, which I honestly don't know. Come on. Whee, that still deals damage. Well, we've seen what the portal does. Let's just go back into town. I think... Where's town? There it is. I saw something like that. Mage's Tower... Master Hunter... Mage's Tower... Artifact Foundry. Okay. Artifact melding, so that's where we need to use those things. It's the first one to the right on the upper quadrant. Alright. Let's go back to town then. Well, that is one way of getting people to spend more time with your game. Just delay everything. Make sure people have to take their time and explore, learn the mechanics, and do everything in order to... well, in order to be effective. There's a crossing. There it is. Okay. And I do need to craft some tier 4, craft or buy some tier 4 tools, because those things with the green twinkly bits around them apparently need tier 4 tools, and I only have tier 3 ones. Oh man, there we go. What the hell is chat on about? Korea number 1? 1! I don't know. Okay, this area just seems very pointless. Like, is it just for the crafting bits? Do you come here just to gather crafting materials? That's why there's just some enemies that are around the map, but no points of interest, no hell portals, and nothing of the sort. That doesn't seem interesting. And it's just annoying to have to go through this whole area just to be able to get back to town. I don't know. Certainly hell was a little bit disappointing. Like, oh yeah, you killed a demon, it was in one of the lava pools. Okay, now what? Now you're done. Go get the artifact crafty thingies and get. Oh. Okay. But hey, the first time we went into hell, a player killed us, so I could see the appeal in that. There are definitely a large number of people out there who enjoy their PvP. Just have a look at the success of games like PUBG and Fortnite and Dark Souls. Okay, so many people. This is the bank, so here, and yeah. Okay. Create an artifact. There we go. We need 50. We need 50 of these blue ones. I'm not even going to look at the Enchant Item. Runes, souls, and relics can be used to add or enhance enchantments, which increases item power. Alright. Oh, it must have complete durability. Okay. I don't know, Mir. What are you doing here? Pay. Get back on a horse. Well, we need 96. I'm not reading that wrong, am I? 96 bits of that to add an extra enchantment to this weapon. Dude. Yeah. Yeah, this is an MMO. We can use arcane essences to make adept runes. So can we use like bigger runes to make smaller ones? Because that would actually be useful. Salvage. Like if I salvage these. No? Guess not. Yeah, it stands to reason that we should be able to. If we can salvage. Okay, where's the salvage? That's repair, salvage, that. No? Can't salvage that. Alright, I am genuinely confused about this. Which, to be fair, is my default state when going about life. We can craft blades and stuff and then apply those as enchantments to the weapons with an absurd amount of adept runes. Yeah, that would require some grinding, unless I have to be missing a quest somewhere. There's gotta be more quests, right? They wouldn't just do like 10 or so quests to run you around the first couple areas and then say, nope, that's it. That just doesn't sound right. Or maybe it does. I don't know. But what I do know is we're past an hour. Thank you all very, very much for watching. And remember to tune in tomorrow for Linux Weekly Layla Wednesdays. Myself, Jill, and Ven will be talking about your typical Linuxy news with none of that foul-mouthed language what we have on Saturdays, even though I am a big fan of foul-mouthed language. I am Pedro Mateos. You can find me at @accounted4 on Twitter, or plus Pedro Mateos on Google+, and Linux Gamecast, linuxgamecast.com. Make sure to check out the schedule for whenever we do these types of streams. Admittedly, today I was a bit late because I honestly had no idea what to do, which is why I ended up doing Albion, which I wanted to do at some point. Maybe not this early. Maybe I will revisit it. Who knows? And on linuxgamecast.com there's also the support page. If you'd like to see us do more, by all means, kick us a few shackles or check out the humble affiliate links. It won't cost you anything extra, and we get a teeny tiny bit of what you decide to pay, and it also helps charity. So, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.